Hey, it's Zlat, and in this video about history we'll talk about that time when Slovakia and Hungary turned communist and fought a war against Czechoslovakia and Romania. The Slovak Soviet Republic was a short-lived puppet state set up by the also short-lived Hungarian Soviet Republic in the aftermath of World War I. You see, the chaos that took over the lands of Austria-Hungary after its dissolution was truly a sight to behold. The country you were living in could change at any minute. Really, there was independent federalist Banat, West Ukrainian People's Republic, or the Eastern Slovakian People's Republic, just to name a few wacky states that emerged. And so it happened that a bunch of communist revolutionaries living in the Hungarian Democratic Republic led a revolution and proclaimed the Hungarian Soviet Republic. Or how it was called in Hungarian, and I'm not kidding, this is an actual word. Magyar Tanácsköztársaság.
That's not right. It's France. Magyar Tanácsköztársaság.
Anyways, the new communist state had its capital in Budapest, and the de facto dictator of the country was Béla Kun. The new government have gotten rid of traditional Hungarian symbols. For example, the red, white and green flag was replaced by a purely red flag, and the official anthem of the new nation was of course the International. The ultimate goal of the new communist government was to reunite all of the territory that belonged to Hungary in the past, and then merge with the Soviet Union. Right after Béla Kun took over on March 21st, 1919, a Stalinist purge was carried out in which sadly 450 people were executed. Which is quite ironic because after the failure of the Hungarian Soviet Republic, Kun fled to the Soviet Union where he was later murdered in Stalin's Great Purge. Shortly after its inception, the Hungarian Soviet Republic was swiftly attacked by the Czechoslovak Republic as well as the Kingdom of Romania, who weren't all too happy with a expansionist communist dictatorship with ties to the Red Army. Romania had declared a war on the 16th of April, while Czechoslovakia waited until the 27th of April. In the beginning, the Hungarians were surprisingly successful against the Czechoslovaks and managed to occupy a sizable portion of Slovakia. Of course, communist nations tend to be fans of puppet regimes, and so the Slovak Soviet Republic was proclaimed on the 16th of June 1919. The capital was located in Prešov, and like in the Hungarian Soviet Republic, the flag was a field of red and the anthem was the International. I'm disappointed at the lack of creativity of the early communist revolutionaries. The republic was completely dependent on the Hungarian Soviet Republic, but their de facto leader was a Czech revolutionary named Antonín Janoušík, who later tried to run against Masaryk in Czechoslovakian presidential elections. He failed miserably. Sadly for the communists, their advance was halted, partly because of the Battle of Zvolen, where Czechoslovak forces secured a decisive victory, but mainly because of the Romanians who were on the doorstep of Budapest. Not to mention that France had pledged support to the Czechoslovak and Romanian war effort. On the other hand, we now know that you cannot count on France when it comes to supporting Czechoslovakia, but that's besides the point. The Slovak Soviet Republic has been fully annexed by Czechoslovakia on the 7th of July 1919, and the Hungarian Soviet Republic turned into the Kingdom of Hungary on the 1st of August later that year. The country continues to be a semi-democratic state under the regency of Miklos Horthy until the communist takeover after the Second World War. Many of the communist supporters were imprisoned, but some of them managed to escape to the Soviet Union and fight in the ongoing Russian Civil War. One of those people, as I already mentioned, was the Hungarian communist leader Béla Kun. Thanks a ton for watching, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Huge thanks to my friend Bendegus for helping me with the research as well as the Hungarian pronunciation. I mean, come on, that language is completely cursed and I refuse to believe it actually exists. Liking, commenting and sharing the video is always appreciated. Thank you and goodbye.